This is part one of our three-part series, The October Theory Revolution. A viral TikTok trend has millions of people claiming October is more powerful than January for life changes. One woman used this theory to completely transform her life in just 90 days. By the end of this video, you'll understand what makes October so scientifically powerful for change. If you've been on TikTok recently, you might have seen people talking about something called October Theory. It's taken the platform by storm, with millions of users claiming that October is actually the best time of year to make major life changes, not January like we've always been told. At first glance, this might sound like just another social media trend. But when you look at the science and hear the success stories, something much deeper is happening here. Meet Sarah, a 29-year-old marketing manager from Portland. Like most of us, Sarah had tried the January resolution thing multiple times. Every new year, she'd make ambitious plans. Lose weight, find a better job, start that side business, read more books. And every year by March, she'd given up completely. Sarah felt like a failure. She started believing she just wasn't the type of person who could stick to goals. She had tried everything: vision boards, accountability partners, habit tracking apps. Nothing worked long-term. Then in early October of last year, Sarah stumbled across a TikTok video about October Theory. The creator was explaining why October might actually be a more powerful time for transformation than January. Sarah was skeptical, but also desperate. She had nothing to lose. So what exactly is October Theory, and why are millions of people swearing by it? The basic idea is this: October represents a natural inflection point in the year. Unlike January, which feels forced and artificial, October comes with built-in psychological advantages that make change easier and more sustainable. First, there's the seasonal psychology factor. October brings what experts call a natural shift in seasons, and with it, a subtle reminder of cycles, change, and renewal. Your brain is already primed for transition. The changing leaves, the cooler weather, the shift from summer's chaos to fall's structure, everything in nature is modeling transformation. Compare this to January, when you're coming off the high-stress, high-consumption holiday season. Your brain is exhausted, your body is depleted, and you're trying to force massive changes when your system is at its weakest point. October is different. You've had a full year to observe your patterns, understand your challenges, and identify what actually needs to change. You're not making decisions based on champagne-fueled optimism. You're making strategic choices based on real data about your life. There's also the timeline advantage. When you start in October, you have exactly 90 days until the new year. 90 days is the perfect window for meaningful transformation. It's long enough to build real habits and see genuine progress, but short enough to maintain focus and momentum. January resolutions fail because they're trying to sustain motivation for an entire year, 365 days. That's why 92% of New Year's resolutions fail by March. But 90-day transformations? Those have a success rate of over 80% when done properly. Sarah decided to test October Theory with one specific goal: finally launching the freelance consulting business she'd been talking about for 3 years. Instead of waiting for January like she always did, she started in October. The difference was immediate. October felt urgent, but not overwhelming. There was something about the approaching year-end that created natural momentum. Instead of having all year to procrastinate, she had a clear deadline. Be ready to go full-time with her business by January 1st. Sarah spent October building her foundation, creating her website, defining her services, reaching out to potential clients. She didn't feel the usual resistance she experienced with January goals. This felt different, more natural, more aligned with the energy of the season. By November, Sarah had landed her first 2 clients. By December, she had enough work lined up to quit her corporate job. By January 1st, she was a full-time entrepreneur. But Sarah's transformation wasn't just professional. The October momentum had spilled over into every area of her life. She was exercising regularly, eating better, reading more, and had even started learning a new language. It was like October had unlocked something in her brain that made change feel effortless. This is the power of October theory. It's not just about picking a different month. It's about working with your brain's natural rhythms instead of against them. In part 2 of this series, I'm going to show you Sarah's exact 90-day method. You'll learn how to harness the unique energy of the final quarter to create the kind of transformation that January resolutions never deliver. This is the system that took Sarah from chronic resolution breaker to successful entrepreneur in just 3 months. Don't wait for January to start changing your life. October theory proves that the best time to transform is right now, when nature itself is showing you how change is done. Watch part 2 to discover the complete 90-day year-end transformation method. October isn't just another month. It's your secret weapon for finishing the year stronger than you started.